Hello everyone, this is Childa here, and welcome back to another video. So guys, today, RobTop Games released a new video. It's kind of like a 2.2 sneak peek, but it's not called 2.2 sneak peek. It's basically called Fun with 2.2, the random trigger. And this is actually a very interesting video. It's kind of similar to that Fireballs video for 2.1, but let's just get right into it. It's pretty short. I won't really have a lot of stuff to say, but it is pretty interesting, so let's just go. So, starting off, random trigger, and I also want to point out this is actually a 2.11 icon, but it's locked. You have to beat a Gauntlet to unlock it. I'm not sure which Gauntlet that is yet, but yeah, that's that. And it's a pretty cool icon. Anyway, we've got random trigger with a smiley face, and we have arrows here which like signify stuff. So we have this pattern, right? So like the arrows kind of signify like spikes and like obstacles and stuff. So you start off with this like pillar, and then you have two normal spikes, right? And they just kind of like pop in. So he gets killed. I believe that's a current death effect. But as you can see, now the order is different. Now there are two pillars. Before there was one pillar and there were two spikes. So this is basically, I guess, this trigger. You can kind of like enter stuff. And you, like, enter, okay, for example, you'd enter, like, 3 entities, right? So you'd enter, like, or, like, as many entities as whatever. Like, you'd enter, like, a spike and a pillar thing. And then I guess you plot, like, where you want them to be. And then you can alternate, like, in attempts, like, what you want. So, for example, like, you will only find out at the last second that this is actually a spike and not a pillar. So, like, yeah, like, for example, like, right now, he, like, can't exactly predict. Like, he's been jumping over these spikes, but then he has to wait and see if that's a pillar, and he does jump. So I'm assuming you can also, like, look at the time of, like, when it comes in. Or, like, maybe you don't even exactly need a movement. Like, they can just kind of be there and just randomize, like, every new attempt. But this is actually very, very interesting, and it's a very cool idea. It's something I haven't really thought about regarding Geometry Dash and like triggers and stuff, but it's an interesting concept, and I mean I think it could have like a lot of potential in the game. But let's see what RobTop has to say about it. And he says, "Not sure if this is a good idea. It works like a spawn trigger, so you can do it. You can do what you want with it. You don't have to toggle objects. You can do anything like change colors, fade objects, call move triggers, etc., etc." Okay, so basically like it's not restricted to toggling. It can be like, every time you enter a new level, there can be like a new background or like a new style or like a new block design, which is actually kind of cool. It's kind of like choose your own adventure, except like in Geometry Dash. So that's interesting. Like for that aspect, I think it would be kind of cool. Like you have 5 different people who play the level, and they could all have 5 different versions of the level. For this, it's kind of like crazy. But I mean, like with the custom backgrounds and stuff for like gameplay, that'd be awesome actually. Or like, but then that comes the question, like, what if you have coins, and, like, in one version the coins are, like, impossible, and then one of them they're, like, possible? That's interesting. Alright, so this random trigger has a lot more potential than RobTop is just showing. He's just showing, like, the toggling effect, which is cool, but I feel like it can have potential for a lot more things, like showing new aspects of a level in different attempts. So that is it, guys. A short little video from RobTop. It's kind of cool, but I'm hoping for a yes. And then we have this this face, which kind of sums up my emotions about this trigger. I'm kind of like, what the heck is that? But yeah, I'm actually hoping for a 2.2 sneak peek sometime soon, because it'd be fun to see the new level. But this is cool. Nice sneak peek of a new feature, new trigger, the random trigger. So kind of a random video dropped by RobTop, which kind of makes sense because it's the random trigger, but yeah, guys, this is the random trigger. I'm gonna play the video one more time after this for you guys, and I hope you are all excited for update 2.2. I know I am, and this looks pretty cool so far. So stay tuned for a 2.2 sneak peek, guys, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.